Ladies and gentlemen, episode 5 of Listen to Dude podcast. I'm here as always.
It's me. It's me, your boy.
Your boy.
Listen Dude podcast. Dude and Dudettes podcast number 5. I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, this one should be a good one. So I think we want to start something new, starting today. Okay. Let's talk about, you're a movie guy, okay? I'm a gamer, and you're a gamer too, and I'm a movie guy too, but
you're more of the gamer.
I'm more of the gamer, you're more of the movie, TV show guy. So, what shows have you seen recently, and did you like them?
Oh, well, it's a movie.
Okay.
I actually watched it last night. It's called Cop Car. Kevin Bacon. And when people hear Kevin Bacon, they kind of think, oh, freaking dancing guy. No, he actually was really good in it. It's a low budget movie. It's a thriller movie. It's on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. It's free to watch. But it's a thriller movie. Can I spoil it for you if you want to watch it or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it's about this guy. It's about these two kids. They steal a cop car from the sheriff, who is Kevin Bacon. The reason that the cop car was abandoned was because Kevin Bacon was out burying bodies that he killed.
Oh,
there was still a body in the back of the trunk, so he tried everything he could do to cover it up from the police department that his car was stolen by these two kids. Well, the guy in the back wasn't actually dead. He got out.
Holy crap!
It's a really good thriller. It's a really good story. It's a small cast. These two kids, Kevin Bacon, this guy named Shay, who's in like some of the Fast and Furious movies. He's in a couple other movies too, but he's not really like a notable actor. And this one gal that you always see in every movie, you're like, I know that gal. I recognize that gal. She's like in commercials and stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Flo?
No, no, not Flo. But the movie was really, really well written. Like it kept you on your toes and like on the edge of my seat. Like, because the thing about this movie, there's no good guy in it.
Gotcha.
They're
okay.
all corrupt. They're all bad. So they're all trying to cover up and protect themselves. And it just snowballs out of control.
Gotcha.
That's the one thing I noticed. There's no good guy in the movie. They're all
Did it just
bad.
come out? Or has it been out for a little bit?
The date on Netflix said 2015.
Holy.
I'm sure it wasn't like a theater movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's a lower budget movie. It's
Straight
really
to audio.
It's really about the drama. It's really like a drama thriller movie, but man, is it good.
Very cool. Good. Yeah, you talked about Kevin Bacon and it's being like a drama. He was in a movie I liked from the 90s called Invisible Man.
Oh, God, I've seen it, but man, it's been so long. I don't even really remember.
Yeah, it was good. It was like a thriller type thing.
I never really took Kevin Bacon serious as an actor until I watched this last night. I'm like,
not even like Apollo 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a backup astronaut anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't like the captain.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was.
No, he sure heck wasn't.
Hank wasn't.
No, he sure as heck wasn't.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Have you seen the movie? Jeez.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was a great movie. So if you watch Cop Car, definitely worth a watch. And I got a couple more that I've seen too that actually are Netflix originals, but we'll talk about that later. But Cop Car is most
sweet. Cop Car, Netflix. Okay.
Games.
Okay.
Pong.
So no. I've upgraded from Pong. MLB 22 the show came out.
Saw you playing it the other
on
night
Xbox
with,
Game Pass,
Caleb.
and
it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
And well, shoot, maybe I should probably get it.
Dude, it's such a chill. Like, put on some music. You don't really have to pay attention. It's not like Warzone.
Drink your beer
or Halo. Yeah.
That's why I like Farming Sim.
Yeah, it's chill. It's really chill. Yeah, absolutely. But what I like to do is there's something in there called Diamond Dynasty. You create your own team, and then you get player cards and you put them on your team. Usually, I create you can create it, dude. I love anything that you can customize. Okay.
Right.
On there, you can create a baseball team and you customize their uniforms, logo. You can even create a stadium.
I think I'm like MLB like 2013 something. That's like the last one that I owned. And it was
really?
Like cool because I made like my character with like my original number when I was a kid.
Yeah,
growing up.
It's really cool.
And I just bulked him up.
Yeah,
just put him on roids. Like back in the good old days.
Just like the real life.
Just like real life.
But usually I do a team called Valor because that's my gamer tag, Valor X Ranger, and I usually do a dark green team, Valor. This year I decided to go with my old high school team, Yard Dogs, and I created
orange.
No, it's red, white, and blue. Is this
I thought
color
you guys
scheme.
were orange.
That was when we were the Mets, like in middle school. Or even like...
I could have sworn that the Yard Dogs were still like orange and blue.
No, we're red and blue.
Okay. That's how I remember it. But
I'll show you the uniform sometime. They look exactly like the uniforms we wore. It's really cool. So I created that. I need to create a stadium, but something I love to do, and my brother likes to do, is in Diamond Dynasty, we create our teams, we get them better, get better players. Well, we like to play each other like a couple times a week. And last season, it gets competitive.
Yeah.
And last season, we had a game that went into the 11th inning, and I won. Okay, I mean, you got to put him in his place. And it was final score was 17-16. And I won because I did a suicide squeeze bunt. Yeah. Dang. It was crazy. And then right before that, Caleb, like in the top of the ninth, he scored 3 runs and he was up by like 4. Bottom of the ninth, I come up, I score enough to tie it. Well, to send it to extras, Caleb robs a homer from me. It was
like fence sleeping.
Yeah, no, like jumped up the fence and robbed it from me.
You didn't stream this, did you?
No.
God, how dare you?
But I think I'm gonna start something once or twice a week.
Record.
Yeah, we should. MLB Mondays or something. I
would love to hear you and your brother audio playing this.
Go at it.
I would love to hear that.
It's so good. Entertaining. Yeah. But anyways, that's the game that I've been playing a lot. We've been playing Rogue Company a lot. Love that game. I mean that's
Rogue Company. I think is like one of those games that kind of flew under the radar, and it has for a long time. Really, ever since it released.
Yeah.
The only reason I know about the game or ever found out about the game was because of Dr. Disrespect playing it, but he only played it on his live streams for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. He developed a map for like the Rogue Company people, the developers and stuff. But I've been kind of wanting to get a new game lately.
In the rotation.
In the rotation. So that's why I said to you, I was like, because the last time we played was several months ago. Yeah. You got pissed for it wasn't like the game itself.
Yeah.
Like you were having like some weird.
It was like a visual glitch.
It was a visual glitch, and you're like, dude, I'm logging off. And I just never brought it up, since then because I figured you just hated the game. But no, when it was you, me, Caleb, and Ryan the other night,
we had a full stack, and we were kicking butt.
We were kicking butt, man.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yep. What I love about that game. You can be super. We've talked about this a couple times. You can be super competitive. You can get into, and of course, when it comes to those type of games, I'm gonna get competitive. Yeah. I get into it and stuff like that. But I don't get angry when I get killed or something because I just know I got outplayed.
Yeah.
Warzone and other games, it's like I couldn't find any shields, so I got just melted, or that was BS. I hit that guy 20 times.
Yeah.
This game, no. I feel like it's very, very even.
I agree.
So it's each player can equally kind of master it themselves in their own way.
Yeah, and something maybe we can talk about in a future podcast is the power of video games, and I really think video games have a lot of power to like bring people together. You meet new people. Yeah. It helps teach certain skills. Hand-eye coordination, teamwork, communication. I think it does a lot of things.
Because if there's no video games, we would probably talk like once every couple months or like
maybe
once a month or something. Yeah. Dude, we talk like almost every night.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah, playing video games. It's a great hobby to have, in my opinion. But we should definitely do a podcast about that. And dreams,
what? Hopes and dreams,
video games and dreams.
Okay,
let's go, baby. So we kind of struggled trying to figure out what to bring up this week. I guess I'll just. What's your favorite Will Smith movie?
I Am Legend.
Okay. It's a solid.
That's got to be my favorite. A close second would be The Pursuit of Happiness.
What about 13 Pounds?
Never seen it.
Really? Okay. So you said I Am Legend. Okay, that's a good one. What'd you like about it? Just the setting, and you thought he did a good job?
So I thought he did a really good job just playing the role to begin with, but I liked the solitude of it. So I like movies that have one singular character and like their journey. That's why Forrest Gump is so popular. That's why Castaway, of course, they're both Tom Hanks movies. But I like movies that have a singular character fighting their own battle. And you can kind of see how they do, and you can put yourself in their shoes easier. If there's like multiple things going on and multiple characters having different issues, and they're like equally a part in like of the script, it's almost like hard for me to get behind a certain character. So I like movies that you can get behind a character really, really easily.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Will Smith, but I Am Legend. For one, that movie came out in I think like 2007 when there was a lot of talks about zombie apocalypses and end of the world coming up in 2012, and so it was like it came out at a good time too. I saw it in theaters actually twice.
You know, supposedly they're working on a sequel to that with Michael B. Jordan.
Supposedly. I do like Michael B. Jordan though. I think he would actually probably be pretty good for it.
Did you know there's like an alternate ending scene, right? Where he survives?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
your reaction's like, yeah. Well, yeah.
Because I know.
Yeah.
I know. And so that's why I like that movie so much. I like The Pursuit of Happiness because it also follows singularity of one character in their battle.
Gotcha.
And I really like the ending when he actually made it because he
I
like movies where people just work
gotcha.
and then get to their outcome and they're so humbled by it.
No, that's really cool. Yeah, I would probably have to say my favorite Will Smith movies. I Am Legend is certainly up there. I think he did a really good job in the Men in Black movies. Even Men in Black 3.
He did.
I thought he played.
I never saw the third one.
Really, you should watch it. It's good. I think it's. Is there a third one actually? Men in Black 2?
No, he wasn't in the third one.
No, the third one was like Men in Black International or something. That was pretty good. Anyways, I thought he did good in that.
iRobot.
Independence Day. Oh, iRobot was very good too.
So iRobot was, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think iRobot, when he was in that movie and that came out, I mean, he'd been in some movies before, but I think that was like the movie where he solely starred in, and it was a sci-fi movie. It was a very high budget movie.
Well, Independence Day, he was kind of,
yeah, but I think that came out after iRobot.
No, Independence Day came out like in 99.
I've never seen Independence Day.
Oh, really?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you should see it. Yeah. I Am Legend came out like in
Would you believe that I've never seen an episode of The Fresh Prince?
No.
Never seen an episode.
You're lying.
I'm not. I never had cable in my life. Oh my so I never got to see a lot of things like that.
Dang, you get to see Willie?
Never seen a single episode.
Willie Smith.
I've seen scenes of it on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've never actually seen a full.
I mean, I've seen a full episode, but I didn't watch it a lot. It was, back to... Oh, we can't go on this tangent. 90s TV shows,
sitcoms,
freaking amazing, dude.
Yep, they were like the last era
golden
of sitcoms.
age.
I think that How I Met Your Mother later on after Friends ended really carried the torch, but that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
And then it shifted into like Office, Parks and Rec type.
The mockumentary stuff, and not the live audience stuff anymore. I think like the live audience sitcoms. Of course, How I Met Your Mother was considered a sitcom. They had laugh tracks and stuff. It was not in front of a live audience though.
Yeah. But, well, I got to tell you, man, when you picked 13 Pounds, really good movie. It might make you cry at the end. It's really good.
Okay, then I'll make an effort to like watch it.
But when you said Pursuit of Happiness, that was really like a slap in the face.
Why's that?
Because Will Smith.
Okay. Did you even know the Oscars happened?
No.
Everyone that I talked to, no one knew about the Oscars happening.
Some people still think it was staged.
Yeah, who was it who thought it was staged? I think it was Dave Portnoy. He has a podcast on Barstool, and he swore that it was staged. No. It wasn't staged. I'm sorry. It wasn't.
I think the only reason people think it's staged is because it brought back attention to the Oscars.
Well, their ratings have been declining the last few years.
It's because all it is a freaking suck fest for the...
Americans don't care about the Hollywood elite much anymore.
Yeah, because...
They want to go see the movies.
I think they're just out of touch with the everyday person.
They like the actors. They want to go see the movies. Yeah. But I don't think that they give two rips about them winning an award.
Yeah.
And
not only that, some people get, like these, like maybe like the best camera, there's certain awards that they do like during commercial breaks, I think, or something where they don't get enough acknowledgement.
Director of cinematography. Yeah. Because one thing that I look for in movies is cinematography.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yep.
The visuals of it is just that makes a show good or TV.
But if you've been living under a rock during the Oscars, right? Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith having no hair about G.I. Jane 2. Which we all like to see,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that coming out.
Yeah, okay. And then, Chris Rock said the joke. Will Smith laughed at the joke.
Hey, G.I. Jane 2, and then like the camera shows Will Smith like, the Will Smith laugh. And then Jada's like, oh my gosh. And then it pans over to Chris Rock. He's like, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. And then he just goes, oh boy.
Yeah.
And the camera was not on him, from the time that, I don't know if he looked over at Jada and saw her disgust.
Right, we don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, though.
I think, I don't know. I watch a lot of stuff on this. I've been listening to podcasts about this, and I think that was 3 weeks ago now, and I was kind of worried to even talk about it in a podcast because I was afraid it'd be not significant 3 weeks later.
Or not relevant.
But there's still new news coming about this every day.
Yeah.
His ban from the Oscars and other Academy events for the next decade is, I don't really have an opinion on that. If they want to ban him, so be it. I don't really care. But
yeah. And
it's
so
not a good
look
for him.
He didn't get kicked out. Chris Rock didn't press any charges. I think that legally, I think he should have been taken out of the Oscars.
Oh, he should have been removed.
Because you don't have to press charges for them to get removed. Thousands of people saw it.
Oscar, the security there should have been like, "Hey, let's go." Come on.
I agree.
Like,
yep, you can't
because there's
video. He assaulted. That's an assault.
Yeah.
Whichever way you look at it.
And did you listen to the interview with Jim Carrey?
I watched a little bit. Yeah, he has some good.
So
points.
I watched the whole thing, and he did have some good point. He goes, "You have no right to go up and slap somebody in the face because they said words."
Yeah,
and that's literally what happened.
You remember the old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones,
but
name calling won't."
Right,
or something like that.
A lot of sticks.
There's a lot of
but
sticks.
Anyway, okay, if he was mad, he could have been mad during the show, accepted his award, and then he could have approached Chris at the after party, or slapped him then. But the fact that he got up on live television in front of a live audience and smacked him says a lot about him. And I believe his apology was genuine. I really do.
Yeah.
But that also says a lot about a person and how they can control their emotions and control themselves.
And I've heard a couple people say that he could have even said something during speech about how Jada Pinkett Smith is suffering from, what's it called?
Alopecia.
Which
she's 50 years old. She's got freaking hair loss.
But here's the thing too.
He's 53. He's too old to be doing this.
She's embracing that.
Yeah.
She could have put a wig on. Yeah. She could have done something else. She could get implants. She could get something done. That's.
And I don't even think that people are saying that Chris Rock was making a joke about her disease.
I don't think so.
Look, she has no hair. Let's make it like a joke, G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
And if you go look at the cover of the first G.I. Jane.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah, it was a G.I. Jane. And then I think everyone kind of thought it was like scripted and, like a phony until he started yelling.
Yep.
And then it was like, oh my. When I came in Monday morning to work, people were like, did you see this? You see this? I'm like, what? Yeah. The Oscars were last night. I didn't.
Yeah.
Who cares about the Oscars? But I do now. If Will Smith is going to be slapping people.
I found out because I didn't care about the Oscars. I was like playing a game and I had Twitter up, and I think I saw, I don't know if you know who Courage JD is. Courage.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he
I like some of his stuff.
Yeah. He put stuff out on Twitter and was like, was that scripted or not? And people were like, I don't know. And I was like, what happened? And I saw the video.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock handled it really well.
Oh, dude. He's a comedian. He could have said so much more. He could have been mean.
He could have went the Conor McGregor route.
Yeah. Your wife sent me DMs.
Hey, baby.
But
I see you later at the Win Club.
I think he handled it really well. And then Chris Rock has been interviewed after it. He was on like a Skype interview or something. I saw most of that interview, and Chris Rock is like, you know what? I'm generally kind of a shy person,
Yes, right.
You got to realize that most comedians, they're performing.
Right.
They're putting on a performance. That is their art form, I guess you could say, is comedy.
That's not who they are all the time.
No.
Some of them. Yeah.
Not at all.
Or most of them, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say most of them. That's not who they are. People say things to get reactions, to say jokes. That's them. That they don't necessarily mean it. But they, in their mind, they're kind of twisting it to see how this would come across a live audience. And it was a G.I. Jane joke. It literally was. It was not And he even said, like, that was nice. That was nice. And then Will Smith just goes up there like he owns the place and smacked him like Chris Rock is his son.
Yeah.
He's 53 years old. And he's like, I think he's a little bit past the height of his career. I think the height of his career was the I Am Legend and probably 13 pounds on Pursuit of Happiness days. But he's still a massive actor.
Yeah.
And a very sought out actor. And he's banned for the next 10 years. He'll be 63 by the time he can come back. He'll be old news. He's not going to have much of an acting career by then. I don't think he's having much of an acting career after this.
Yeah, I think I did hear a lot of things are on hold
immaturely.
now.
He handled it like a child.
Yeah.
He handled it like a child.
Yep. And like we said, he could have said something during a speech about it, but he chose to handle it that way. Now, if Ricky Gervais made that joke, would he have done the same? Ricky Gervais. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Would he have slapped him?
No, I don't think so.
Because the reason why I watched the Oscars when he hosted was because of him and the way he would.
No, it wasn't the Oscars. It was the
Emmys or Academy Awards or the Oscars.
It wasn't the Oscars.
Why do they have to have so many shows for
because they make money off of it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about money.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying like, oh, and you know what? That slap and everything, and of course, Will Smith and his emotion. He is a human being. Don't get me wrong. And you get angry and stuff like that, and you do things in your anger that you instantly will regret. But he took so much away from other people in that show. Like I don't know of a single other person that won anything there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Everyone talks about the Will Smith slap.
Well, what I was going to say is the only reason I watched whatever show Ricky Gervais was hosting because of Ricky Gervais. Mm-hmm. His jokes, he freaking it was a roast.
Did you actually watch it live?
Yeah.
No,
for a couple years.
I watched it like the following day. Like, dude, Ricky Gervais.
He roasted everybody, dude. He called out pedophilia.
Totally clapped everybody.
He clapped everybody. Yeah,
it was, and people still talk about it to this day. And that was like 3 years ago.
I mean, he's probably the best host in my opinion.
Maybe that was his last year.
Maybe I guess
he did it 5 years running, and that was
5. I thought it was like 3 years.
I think it was 5.
Oh, anyways,
but that was his last year.
But yeah, like if it was somebody else, would Will have reacted the same way? Would Jada have reacted the same way? I heard there's some history between Chris Rock and Jada and Will Smith, but some videos have surfaced too in like 96 or 97 where Will Smith made a joke about another woman who was suffering from that disease, and
and he also talked like 10 years ago in like a round table like Sirius XM thing that if a woman ever cheats on me, blah 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 blah, and we're like, oh, she did. This is like before Jada or like when they first got married or something.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay. Because I think with this whole Smith thing, there's a lot to kind of unravel here. So that was the event that happened. I think almost everybody agrees it could be handled differently. Apparently, the Academy agrees too because they banned him for 10 years. The last thing I want to say about the actual event that night is, before we move into other stuff about the Smith family and Will Smith, is that during his acceptance speech, did you listen to that? He talked about how he was called to love people and started crying.
He said he wants to be a vessel of love, and
he just freaking slapped somebody.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a human being. Like this, there's one side of me. He's a human. He's a human being. And how he wants to be a vessel of love, and I actually thought that he was being genuine, but I think, but he also apologized to everybody but Chris Rock in that speech.
Dang,
he didn't even apologize to Chris Rock. He did it later on Twitter, and then there's video surfacing now of during the commercial break, him and Chris Rock kind of like embraced.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I only saw that
with him and Denzel.
Actors.
Him Denzel, and actually Tyler Perry, not Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, and talk about it. But him and Chris Rock actually like embraced and talked. But I think that they didn't really like squash anything. I think it was just kind of like, hey man, I'm sorry, but
I think, and this can probably lead into our next little point about this whole thing is, I think in that moment when he slapped Chris Rock, he had such tunnel vision.
Yeah.
About Jada and her feelings that he didn't give a rip how many people were watching, who was watching, that it was even being televised. He didn't care who Chris Rock was. I think he had such tunnel vision for his wife that in that moment, he acted the way he did because he was like, you made my wife feel bad, or maybe he implied certain things. And then I do think the speech may have been genuine, but it was a little hypocritical to me, he should have been escorted out, in my opinion.
Yeah, he should not have been able to accept his award.
That kind of leads into something else I want to dive deeper into is, and I don't want to assume things, but I have seen things online.
That's true.
yeah. I have seen things online that seem to imply that Jada is kind of a toxic person in this relationship.
Oh, I think that's kind of been known, though.
Okay. I just don't want to make assumptions.
She's got Will Smith on a leash,
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, some things that support this.
Why?
Well, so you've already called out how Will Smith was like, "Oh, if any woman cheats on me."
Yeah.
Jada. So there's these red table talks that they have, and they're released. Everybody can watch these.
Yeah.
In these red table talks, she talked about getting in an entanglement with a rapper named August. They had an affair.
He has an affair.
Point blank.
Yeah.
And I think Will Smith was right there or something. There was another table talk they had where she called Will Smith out and was like, "Oh, he can't satisfy me in the bedroom. He's not good at making love." Right in front of his face. And then I just read the other day that
she humiliated him.
Yes. And how do you go along with that? And I think to the point that she tried to twist the blame of her having an affair on Will Smith for not being able to satisfy her. And I think during one of the shows, Will Smith was actually crying.
No, he was.
Dude,
that's like a meme of him crying.
That is a toxic relationship.
Yeah. I think, but I don't know what she could have against him or something to keep him in the relationship or something. Because
I don't know.
Jada you think she's got income? No. She's spending it.
Well,
on alopecia pills.
Dang. Well, another round table thing I saw was what was it? It was where she talked about how on her wedding day she cried because she didn't want to marry Will Smith.
Oh, I never saw.
There's also something about Will Smith threw her a 40-year birthday party, and
she planned it for 3 years. When she turned 37, I saw this today.
Okay.
Will Smith was talking about it. Yeah, when she turned 37, I hired a crew to plan her 40th birthday party 3 years before even her 40th,
And I guess when it happened, she told her husband, Will, "This is the grossest display of your ego I've ever seen."
He has an ego.
Okay, if you're an actor, you're probably going to have an ego of some kind. But
no, he's got a big ego.
What about the party? Dude, if somebody threw me a party with all these famous people...
Yeah, you would think she'd be appreciative then.
Yeah. And
wow, that was really sweet. That's my husband.
Thank you so. Yeah.
Instead of you got a massive ego, Will Smith. I don't know.
Dude.
Okay.
All this evidence makes me think that she's manipulative and just kind of toxic to Will Smith. And I wonder if part of it is that Will wants maybe a strong woman, and that maybe he doesn't see anything wrong with this. I mean, dude, almost every I don't know. I don't want to speak for other people, but a lot of people think
if it's your opinion, it's your opinion. And then there was a video I actually saw on TikTok before you got over here to do the podcast of Jada Smith. I don't even know what year this was. It was when she had hair, so it must have not been that long ago. But she said everyone thinks that me and Will are swingers. That is so far fetched and so ridiculous, and we love each other, blah blah blah. So then there's the thing that they're swingers, or they have an open relationship, or maybe
I was swinging,
or maybe she is the one that has the open relationship and Will doesn't. That's the toxic stuff. That's what I'm thinking.
That I won't comment too much on having an open relationship, because if it works for them, that works for people. Me, I mean, it's not something that I
think it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't work for me. For some people, it does. Some people like swinging. You know what I mean? Some people, to them, maybe sex is just this act that you do, and But anyways, we won't go down that route.
Okay.
But have them having an open relationship, whatever. If that's your thing, that's your thing. It's not my thing. But all that stuff we just talked about, I just wanted to say that they got it. They got problems. They got stuff going on. And that's why I kind of think that when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, he wasn't in his.
But you think it's a cry for help?
Well, I've heard some people say that, and I think
I don't know. I think his ego. I think it was all ego, is what that was.
Okay.
I think it was. I'm untouchable. I'm gonna go assault someone. Like I said, if he did it at the after party or something, or did it on commercial break, different story.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be in the news. But the fact that he had the audacity and the ego and the I can do whatever I want mentality, he did it on live TV.
I know,
and I cannot believe that. Like, that was really dumb. Really dumb.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock has done comedy shows since the Oscars, and I've heard some recordings of it that, you know, he's like, I know I'm up here. You guys are going to ask me about the Oscars. And the audience is like, tell us about the Oscars. And he's like, I'm not here to talk about that.
Yeah.
But I think Chris Rock is actually being respectful. And
and I heard that he's kind of like still trying to process it.
I've heard too. So there's also an interview with his good friends, who's also a comedian. I don't think he's really notable, but, you know, he talked about Chris's reaction behind stage, and he just wasn't okay. Like, he had trouble processing it because Chris Rock is actually an emotional person. He's not he's not a fighter. He's not.
I think anybody in their right state of mind would
like. What was that? Like,
you guys, on live television in front of all these peers for you to see. Yeah. It's got to be humiliating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I hope Chris Rock.
Turn though. It's more humiliating for Will Smith.
Well, I hope Chris Rock knows that 99% of people are.
He still went and did shows. He still went and did shows.
Yeah.
So he's still living his life. And
yep.
Honestly, like Jim Carrey said the other day, he didn't press charges because he didn't want the hassle. And Jim Carrey was
was like, I would have sued him for $138 million.
$200 million is what Jim.
Yeah,
$200 million.
Because of reputation damage too.
That's what he said. He's like, because that video is going to be out there forever. You know.
Yep.
You have no reason to assault someone because you said words. I really liked what Jim Carrey had to say about it because Jim Carrey I consider a comedian as well. He does, he's a very good actor, but he's a comedic actor.
Jim Carrey kind of went off the deep end about 10 years ago or so and stayed down
about
there
5 years ago.
Okay, he stayed down there for a little bit, but
people say like he kind of went insane a little bit, and I think he had some identity crisis going on.
I also think too there comes a point where you've done everything you've wanted to do in life. Maybe you have so much money you don't ever have to work again. Where you're like, what is there more to life? And then you start kind of asking the deep questions. And he's big into art now. Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Jim Carrey.
I've seen that. He has his own studio and stuff.
Yeah, yep. Jim Carrey and Mike Myers. When I think of comedians that and influenced me and like my kind of comedy and my jokes and stuff, Jim Carrey and Mike Myers.
Yeah,
those guys, they make it all the time. Little tangent there. What else? Did you want to talk about anything else about the Will Smith thing? Because I know you've done a lot of research.
I think we still haven't seen the end of it. I mean, not really.
Yeah.
I think we can kind of move on, but I don't think we've seen the end of it. Like I said, I thought we were too late to talk about it on a podcast, but there's still news coming out.
Yeah.
Even just yesterday.
Do you think that the punishment was good enough, or do you not have an opinion?
I don't have an opinion on the punishment because that's what they want to do.
Yeah. Do you think they should strip his award?
No. Because his award is for the work he did, not what he did at the Oscars.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
That's a good point.
I do not believe that. I believe that he should have been escorted out. I believe they still should have given him the award, but he should not have been there to accept it.
Yeah, and it's something that Jim Carrey had a problem with too in the interview. Was like,
the standing ovation. People gave like a stand, like celebrating.
Like, are they out of touch with?
You stand up for your wife. Yeah, but
you don't have to freaking.
You know what my dad. I remember my parents growing up and watching the Royals baseball and stuff. My mom was a big Mike Sweeney fan. Mike Sweeney was like a devout Christian and a very nice guy and. There's videos out there of him getting hit by pitchers and him charging the mound. And I remember, like, I was a little kid, I asked my dad about that. And my dad was like, he's a human being.
Yeah.
He's going to get angry.
Right.
It's okay we got to realize it's okay to be angry. It is 100% okay to be angry. It's a natural emotion that we have as human beings, but it's what you do in that anger that really matters.
Right.
And I'm actually a believer that some people deserve to be hit. But that was not okay. He could have been hit off camera, and it wouldn't have been. And then it would have made headlines for a day.
Yeah,
Chris Rock supposedly got slapped behind scenes at the Oscars or at the after party, and then there's video of Will Smith at the after party holding up drinks and dancing.
Yeah,
he just went on with his. He didn't see.
He
didn't realize what he did. You said, he assaulted somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
But Okay, so I think we should move on to today's sponsor. Let me get the paper out here. Today's sponsor, Hanes Bras for Men. Can you tell us about that, Kyle?
Yeah, so let's see here. Okay, sponsor fake. Okay. Yeah, Hanes for Men bras. So let me tell you something, man. When I'm gaming, okay, I game a lot and I like to stream a lot. When I get into a gunfight with somebody and I lose, I get angry. I start jumping up and down in my seat. I go off, man. And let me tell you something. Before we got these Hanes bras, okay, you see that? I'm a big guy.
Your moves.
My moves, and they would slap so hard, I'd be out of breath for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes they might graze your chin.
They would graze my chin. Luckily, with these bras we got, man, I'm telling you, dude, I have not once had a scraped chin. I have not once been out of breath for getting angry. They have been really, really comfortable. You got to get the all fabric one, okay? Because the wired ones, that's when you get troubles. I remember I wore one to school one day, and I had to excuse myself because I was bleeding.
Yeah,
and there's not much you can do with that.
But they got a new fabric out, and it's actually working really good. So if you know me, I like motorcycles, I like speed, so I like aerodynamics. So I have something a little bit more sporty on, and I usually wear it when I'm out. I like to mow the lawn, usually shirtless, and it was tough, man. But a lot of the sweat build up and stuff like that. So Hanes, when they decided to sponsor this podcast, it was really helpful in my aerodynamics when I mow the lawn or ride a motorcycle.
25% increase in speed.
Yeah. Yep. I can actually mow the lawn at least 15 minutes faster with these on.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
I hit 6% more shots when I'm wearing the Hanes Man bra.
In what game?
All of them.
Really?
Wii Tennis.
How does it do in MLB? Wii Tennis, really?
Wii Tennis.
That's how you beat me the other night. I know.
Let's not get into that.
I didn't have mine on. I wasn't aerodynamic that night.
They told us.
But anyway, thanks Hanes for sponsoring this podcast with Bras for Men.
Thank you.
So appreciate it. Okay, so
we had a request from a faithful listener.
Yes.
That wants us to talk about something, okay?
Miss Lindsay.
Miss Lindsay.
Backstreet Boys.
Lindsay wanted us to talk about turtlenecks and whether we think they're in or not. I am of the opinion, women, during the cold winter months, turtlenecks. Yeah. Steve Jobs wore turtlenecks his whole life. Look where he's at now. I don't know.
No, turtlenecks are not in. I don't think they look bad, but the question is, are they in or out? I think they're out.
I think they're in.
I've never been a turtle. I don't think I've ever worn one.
You never worn a turtleneck? Not even for baseball?
I probably did back in the late 90s.
See, we would wear turtlenecks underneath our jerseys for baseball, man, when it was cold.
No. I don't want to.
This was before Hanes had the man bra.
I don't want to wear a shirt that just tries to strangle you.
It keeps your neck warm, man.
No, my neck don't get cold.
Here's the thing: regardless of whether you like it or not, I think turtlenecks are in because we see these big fluffy turtlenecks for guys. We've seen them in movies. Okay, Knives Out with Chris Evans. He wears a big old fluffy turtleneck, dude. Have you seen that movie, Knives Out?
No.
Great movie.
I just don't.
I think they're in.
I don't think they look bad.
I don't know if I would wear one.
But if you're gonna pick a gender of who it's okay for, I think it'd be okay for women.
I mean, Maddie wore one last night and she looked beautiful. So, as always,
I think the people the women wearing them are your typical white girls.
You think so?
Yeah, who go to Starbucks and get pumpkin ice latte stuff and talk about fall weather a lot. But I don't throw leaves in the air. Hey, take selfies and I'm just a dog mom living out here in the woods with fall leaves and my pumpkin ice latte. And I think that'd probably be the type who'd be okay with it. But I on men, no.
You don't think so?
No. I think if you're a man out there and you wear turtlenecks, you're just a big nerd. Like total.
Total. Like nerd. I said, I think they're in. I don't know if I'd wear one. And you know why too? Because they kind of have a little for guys. You know how they do people would do those like funny fake like picture sessions, like 90s old, and they'd be like
that's what it reminds me of.
And the dad would
Like I understand. Like okay, I understand for like maybe men in the wintertime, you have a sweater with a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Okay, in certain settings, but wear it like on occasion.
But here's the thing. But if you go hunting, don't they make like turtleneck, like camouflage turtlenecks for guys?
Yeah, I don't wear one. I wear an actual like
not you,
thing.
But like other. I mean, I think turtlenecks are.
Yeah, but that's hunting though. That's actually like for a purpose.
It's not fashionable.
My neck doesn't get cold, so I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Got a cold neck.
Yeah, I've never been like, oh, my neck is so cold. I've never actually said that. I've never heard anyone actually say that. I think turtlenecks are kind of a style thing. They're not for practicality.
But that might be the point. And if they're for style and fashion, then
I just think they're out. That's it.
I don't think they're out.
I don't think they're in. I think they're totally out. Okay. And I don't know. I have a problem with turtlenecks because if I see someone with a turtleneck, I'm gonna Will Smith slap them like really hard.
Okay.
You know, you keep that turtleneck off your neck. You know,
it's a clothing dude. Yes.
Oh, I'd like to apologize to all the people that wear turtlenecks out there. But
am I not too turtley enough for the Turtle Club?
Oh, that's a great movie. That's actually what I was thinking.
Master of Disguise.
Yeah, that was a good movie. You know, those are like bloopers in that movie where they were like he bit the guy's cigar and then he went like and then spit it back out. Turtle. He spit it back out or something right in the guy's eye. Turtle. Oh yeah, but turtlenecks, dude. Come on, man. I mean,
okay,
I'll wear a turtleneck for like an ugly Christmas sweater contest or something, but I ain't. No, man.
Okay, so I think they're in. You think they're out? Okay, well, each their own, I guess.
And you know, if I ever see someone in a turtleneck, even if they look good in it, I'm still gonna make fun of them.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna bring it up.
That's your right.
You know. Oh yeah, it's my right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a turtleneck joke.
So I think
I'm out.
Good. I think next week is Easter. So we won't be doing a podcast then. But
don't you know I've had diarrhea since Easter?
My favorite thing to do is get those plastic eggs, fill them up with water, and throw them at kids.
Those are balloons.
No. The eggs, the plastic eggs that you hide candy in.
Fill them with water and throw them at kids?
Yeah. Just a pastime of mine. But
I'm sure my niece and nephew will be in town. You know, my sister, my sister's family and stuff will be in town.
Hopefully everybody has a good Easter.
So I'll definitely like to spend some time
I think our next podcast, we talked about it a little bit already. I want to talk about dreams. And I want to talk about recurring dreams. I want to talk about dreams we've had recently. For the past 3 nights, I've had very vivid dreams. Okay. I want to talk about why is it that women get mad when you cheat on them in their dream? I don't understand. Dreams and maybe the power of video games.
The power of video. That actually be a really good one, I think.
Because in my opinion, and Steven Spielberg might even back me up on this. You can tell a very compelling, good story in video games than in a 2.5-hour movie.
It's like playing a movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think there's a lot of other benefits.
You're into like the more of the story stuff, though.
Yeah.
Than I am. So that's why it would probably be a good topic because then we can talk back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much time are we at?
Well, we're at 44 minutes here.
Okay, we got a little bit. We can
talk a little bit. Yeah,
we can talk a little bit.
But
we need to go to a winery coming up. I'd like to go to a winery, but we are going to Herman. So
we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. So when is that? In August. Yeah. So for my 30th birthday, me and a couple of you and Ryan, we're gonna go to Herman, Missouri on the train.
Are we taking the train? Is that decided?
Oh no. Oh, it's not decided.
Okay.
I kind of assumed it was, but that's what me and Ryan talked about. Me and Ryan, our vote's the train, but we've also kind of talked like...
I don't care.
Okay.
Because you can drink on the train.
You can drink on the train. You can go back to the food cart and get a hamburger.
Can we is it free?
No, it's not free.
Can we dress up like Harry Potter? Because I've never been on a train and, Hogwarts Express.
Dude, I spit. I just spit
your 30th birthday. Would you like that?
Oh, yes.
We got to get robes and
wands. Oh, my. Dude, I'm going to have oh, my gosh. That is such a good idea, dude.
Let's go.
Oh, you got to be Hagrid. Dude, that'd be sick.
I'll be
man.
Neville Longbottom.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Ryan's Ron Weasley.
No, I'll be one of the Slytherin guys, the bigger brothers behind Draco.
Yeah.
Or Hermione.
Oh, crap. What was their names?
Fig
Leaf. No.
And Goyle.
Crab and Goyle.
Okay.
Dude,
let's do it. Would you be down for that? Seriously?
If we all three do it, I will be down to dress up as Harry Potter characters.
This is the listen. You heard it first.
Listen, dude.
We need to do that more often too.
I know we need to. We have to market ourselves.
Yeah. And
this is never going to take off.
I'm going to college for that, and I don't even.
We're never going to take off.
What the heck I'm doing?
That was actually what me and Ryan talked about at the bar last weekend.
So if we can get Harry Potter robes, maybe wands or something.
Maybe. That
reminds me of that video I sent you.
So
he breaks an icicle.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know that those have been going viral for like a month after? You're not on TikTok, are you?
No, I might.
Those have been going viral on TikTok. Dude, when you sent this to me, I'm like, that's old viral stuff.
Is it really?
Yeah, people are doing it with like little twigs now. They're doing it with like chapstick. It's going all viral.
But that was okay. So you know how sometimes they can put like fake audio over a video? Is that guy's original audio?
No. Everyone
uses that audio.
So the first one that actually went viral that I know of was the icicle one.
Okay, so that's the original.
That's the original.
And everybody else.
Now everyone dubs that and goes off that. So if they have like chapstick, and then somebody else made a little viral one that goes, and that's what's going viral now when they use a smaller wand. But anyway, back to your thing. You said maybe wands. You have to have freaking wands when you go to Downton Abbey or no.
Gosh. Grimgotts or whatever?
No, Grimgotts is the bank.
Are you thinking of Diagon Alley?
Diagon Alley, not Downton Abbey. Diagon Alley.
That's a damn show.
Yeah. And you go to the wand guy, and
this one calls to you.
Yeah.
You know what we could do if we wanted to? Make our own wands. We go to Crystal Lakes. We cut off some branches.
I got them here in my backyard.
Let's go, dude. And then what we do, we cut them the way we want, with knives and stuff. And then
we whittle them.
We whittle them.
Yep, we'll whittle it.
And then we sand them if we want to, make designs, and then we stain them.
I have stain
and make our own. This plan is just getting better and better.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go,
dude. How cool would we be if we go on the train dressed as Harry Potter characters?
Oh, dude.
Ladies, we're gonna be on the train dressed as Harry Potter.
Ladies would not come near us. Okay.
Yeah, because our sheer aura, they'd be like, dude, I can't. No way, man.
Did you see the size of his wand?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ryan brings like a branch,
a broomstick.
He whittled. But Ryan will fly in on our Nimbus 2000s.
Let's go.
And Ryan will be the snitch. I
think it is called the snitch.
Yeah, it is called the snitch. He'll be the guy catching that thing.
Okay.
That's actually a really good idea. But anyway, Herman, Missouri. So when we go to Herman for my 30th, it's not like a wild, crazy town or anything. It's a wine town. You can go to wineries. There's a
bars close at like 9.
The wineries close at like 3. But but Ryan did say he did some research, and I haven't done research myself, which I need to. There is bars like open past 10. Which yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we could get really.
We can bring our own though too, and bring our own drinks because you're allowed to bring that on our train.
Yeah. We're all sharing a bed.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're not sharing a bed. We all have. We got 3-bedroom Airbnb.
Oh.
But I will say the reason I wanted to do something, I wanted to go somewhere for my 30th because I'm really not looking forward to it.
Why?
I hate getting older.
It's a big one. 30 years old.
I hated turning 26, 27, 28, 29, and definitely I'm going to hate turning 30.
Yeah, we graduated high school more than 10 years ago.
Yeah. I hate getting older. I think it's dumb because a part of me, I'm 29, and there's like a part of me where I feel like I'm 45, but then there's another part of me too that's like, I'm not ready yet,
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, no, I understand. Growing old is just a fact of life, but...
yeah.
I think what we're seeing is that... I don't know if it's because of, like, beauty, technology, I don't know. But people in their 30s look good. People in their 40s look good. You look at, like...
It's called makeup.
Yeah, no, not even that, but I think we're taking care of ourselves better. I think...
I don't know about taking care of ourselves. We just don't do anything anymore. We're lazy. So we don't age as fast. We're not wearing our bodies down as much.
Also, too, our standard of living's gone up. I think that's what... And there's a lot less stress, I think, now than there was... 40,000 years ago.
I mean, I don't know any coal miners. Guarantee you, if you go back 70 years, you knew at least 10.
Yeah.
Every town you lived in had a coal mine in it.
Could be.
I mean, I'm not going to die of a coal dust inhalation.
Asbestos, though.
Thank God. Maybe asbestos.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that might sum it up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Next time, like I said, dreams and the power of video games, maybe.
Dreams and the power of video games. If, you know what, I'll put that in the questionnaire when I post it on Spotify. Okay. See if anyone...
I think we should definitely talk about dreams because...
No, we're going to talk about it either way, but I want to hear what other people say.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Great. And so if so YouTube, Spotify, I mean, check us out. I will say... We really appreciate the views on YouTube. We really appreciate the views on Spotify because awesome. I don't know who you are out there, and there's but there's more views that we're getting on YouTube than I know of people. So I know like other people other than like you, me, and like a couple friends.
Well, I keep it open on my tab. Okay.
Well, the thing about Spotify though is like if I open it once, that's one view.
Yeah, you're right.
That's one view.
Yeah. No, we really do appreciate it. So listen, dude and dudettes, we'll see you next time. And Harmon, get him.